lesson for the West. Argentina and Venezuela were both among the richest countries in the world, but they gave it all up, pursuing demagogic class warfare and socialism under Juan Perón and Hugo Chavez. 10. Zitelmann's bikini law of accounting transparency and truth, eclipsing concealment and complexity. Less is more. Example, Nguyen Thi Phuong Thao, the one woman among 7 Vietnamese billionaires, went from selling fax machines as a student in Moscow in 1981 to launching a low-cost airline, Vietjet Air. Saving money on uniforms and delighting customers, she encouraged her stewardesses to wear bikinis, which, she points out boldly, shows beautiful characteristics and makes people happy. The same applies to accounting. 11. Zitelmann's law of corruption. More is more. The more influence a government has over a country, the more pervasive is corruption. The more interventions by bureaucrats, the more chances to bribe them. 12. Zitelmann's final Polish joke. Poland beating out the rest of Europe and America in economic growth since the 1989 emancipation of Polish enterprise, with more than 1 million new private firms launched in 4 years and per capita GDP up 2.5 times by 2017. The information theory behind the huge growth of the global information economy and my Life After Capitalism identifies wealth as knowledge, growth as learning, money as tokenized time, and new knowledge as surprisal. In information theory, information is unexpected bits. Imparting surprises throughout the book, even for sophisticated theorists of capitalism, Zitelmann's book makes a major new contribution to the wealth of nations. George Gilder, author of Wealth and Poverty, 1980, and Life After Capitalism, 2023. Preface. I have written several books on wealth, so why am I now writing a book on poverty? Because, as a result of my research, I have come to the apparently paradoxical conclusion that only a society that allows people to become rich and have a positive attitude toward wealth can overcome poverty. Representative opinion polls that I have commissioned in numerous countries have revealed that there are 2 countries in particular in which people have a positive attitude toward wealth and the rich: Poland and Vietnam. At the same time, these are also 2 countries in which people, despite the different political systems, have a more positive view of the term capitalism than their peers in most other countries. And these are 2 countries that have made extraordinary gains in economic freedom over the past few decades. The Heritage Foundation has been publishing its Index of Economic Freedom, you could also call it a capitalism index, every year since 1995, and in no countries of comparable size has economic freedom increased as much during that time as in Poland and Vietnam. There is more that unites these 2 countries than economic success. Both experienced terrible wars in which many millions of people lost their lives: the Second World War in Poland and the Indochina War in Vietnam. After the wars ended, socialist planned economies were established in both countries, destroying what the war had not already devastated. As a result, Vietnam became one of the poorest countries in the world, and Poland one of the poorest countries in Europe. In this book, I describe life in these countries under a planned economy and reveal how bitterly poor the majority of people in these 2 countries were. The Vietnamese initiated a program of market economy reforms in 1986 called Doi Moi, innovation or renovation in English. A few years later, Poland also decided to implement market economy reforms. In both